And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I am feeling good, and I truly am. I'm truly grateful to all of you right now and later, whenever you tune in, wherever you check it out, wherever you tune in, right? Even if you don't hear it all, I'm talking to you. Speaking into this realm of consciousness, and I feel good feelings, and I want to share those with you. Brothers and sisters, let's settle in once again today. Wednesday Chats with Jack, and you know what? Good evening, beautiful souls, and I am live with messages of faith and love. I want it to be beautiful for us all. So thank you to all of you who tune in and join me. See if you can feel like great things are unfolding, right? Like just right there in the future. It's just happening. And all those things that were worries and all those problems and stuff, they're about to fade away into the memories of nothingness from which it all came. Praise God, let the love flow, man. And please hit the like button, and don't be afraid to tell somebody, hey, there's this crazy character named Jack Talcott. You ought to check him out. He thinks that if he's given a chance, that maybe we can have some man-to-man conversations with Mr. Trump. And then, more importantly, right, see what miracles can happen. So, yeah, that's who I am. I'm that AI guy there in those images. And I care a lot about love, because here's the truth. My path, my personal path, the choice I made is to live and praise God with love. The important part is with love. So join me with love as I am here with love with you and for you. And that's the nature of God. With you and for you is love, greater love. Just this mysterious, glorious, divine, delicious love. It's there for you. And I wrote down some notes today when I was spending time in the heavenly realms, right, with God on my own, feeling the sun on my skin and just, enjoying the breeze and the sound of everything and yet nothing in the stillness. It's so beautiful. The comfort of being and knowing that you are safe, and you're not only accepted, you're celebrated in many ways. This story I've got in my head, it's a glorious one. It's beautiful. And I think it's true. I kind of think it's true. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but it just feels right to know that throughout my life and probably yours, there's been like angels that show up and disappear and give me just what I need to get going and make it through something. Or there's been like these guardians that kept me from doing the worst to myself, right? So what I realized in my personal path is that, just like in the thumbnail, I said, God's given you everything. That's what I found for myself. Everything I need. It's always been with me. It's been within me and my reach. Am I willing to do what it takes to get what I feel I need? Or do I even need it? Is it more of a want? Is it more of a wish? Does it really even matter? Let me go back to God. We've got to accept if we're just simply open and conscious and honest, today has been given to you. Everything, including in today, right? Whatever today brings, it's all for you to do whatever you want with everything you can. But it's up to you what direction you go, what you feel about what the world shows. It's all up to you in the end, you and God. So just realize that God's with you. Feel safe in the moment, right? And then pursue the best you can with the moments you have each day. The best you can is within your reach, but you got to be willing to do what it takes to bring out the best of you. But if you know God is with you, you don't really have to try as hard as much as you got to pay attention and surrender. And then you just kind of flow. And that's the whole point of life. You learn how to flow through things. So it's not such a big deal. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Everything that was, it's all okay, right? We're here. We're here. We're now. We're grounded. The Mother Earth is strong, right? Solid underneath our feet. So feel that strength that's connected to you and allow your mind to reach into the heavens, into the highest perspective that your mind can tune into, because that's the reality. You're like a tuning fork kind of thing, or it's kind of like a receiver or a computer. It's all sorts of different technology that your biology of you, that is, right? Your lungs and your heart and your brain matter. It's all this crazy, complicated design. Fucking feels pretty good when you start figuring it out. It's like, whoa, man. I found pleasures in places I didn't even know I had on my body, but apparently you can feel pretty much everything in anything, and you can be with everything and nothing. And then it's like, whoa, dude, this whole thing, it's all been in my head. Every worry was a thought. Every problem was an idea. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal until it's a big deal for you or me. And so what I've been doing each day is trying to identify, how do I know how do I simply explain to others so they can watch for themselves and they can explore this themselves. How do you spend time with God's love? How do you walk with God? Right? What does that mean? You got to go be a monk. Sounds pretty boring, Jack. Just bring God into your life. That sounds kind of boring and lame. You can't have any fun unless there's like girls involved and drugs and booze, That's the old me. I used to think that stuff, man. It was stupid. It was so silly because you and me were all here for the same reason, to walk each other back to love. Love is where it began. Love is where it'll end. It's the energies of love. Right? They feel uncomfortable to those who have been absent from it. There really is no absence from love. It's just you receive distortions of love. And so back to this idea of you being a piece of technology, right? You're a biological technology that you and we move within this incredibly beautiful and dynamic and extremely powerful, this field of intelligence, right? You and we move within this field of intelligence that you can tune your mind and your heart, your energy into, and you can receive the greatest ideas. This is what I understand Tesla was doing and Einstein was doing and many of the spiritual saints were doing. And I can imagine that's exactly what Jesus was doing, right? Tuning in to the highest mind, the one mind that reveals it all to those who seek. Praise God. So walking with God, it really is walking with peace. The purpose of peace is with you, right? Let the peace of being you be you. Let you be peace, and let peace be you. Let you be love. Let love be you. It's all up to you, just like it was all up to me. But we got to figure it out. You got to try to understand what it means. Because if you don't find the right meaning for what you experience or what you hear or what you remember, if you don't put the information into the right context, you won't find the right meaning, and then it's really easy to confuse yourself. And that's why we need each other, right? Because life is what it is, and you cannot learn everything in this short however many years, right? So we got to learn from each other. And luckily, through the development of books and libraries and different ways of technology and communication, there's actually a physical field of knowledge that you can tune into and find divine answers through. But the source, some people are turning to AI for every question they can think of. And that's one way, but AI is AI. It's limited by its programmers. And if you meet a lot of people in this world, you'll see they're not the most bright. They're kind of foolish. Not to make fun of anybody, but, dim-witted people think stupid things. Stupid thoughts make stupid choices. And have you noticed what the world has brought us? I mean, I'm taking us off topic again. I know this, but you know what? I'm Jack Talcott, and I kind of do what the hell I want, to be honest. And I want to remind everyone that what we're experiencing here on July 22nd, 2026, here on Earth, especially in America, here in America, we are experiencing a real life with cartoon characters in power. I mean, is that really what this world deserves? Is this really what we want? Come on, guys. We know there's better choices than the way that it's been. But every single one of us has to find the courage to be honest and accept the greatest reality of things. But it's not that hard. It's actually pretty simple. It just seems scary, seems frightening, but it really is. You just got to go to God. And you don't have to go any distance, right? I'm not telling you to go to a church or a monastery or the mountains or nothing. I'm saying, like, go within you, deep within you, where you didn't want to look before. The divine light is the spark of you that God has given for you to explore, right? What is life going to bring me? What life is going to bring you is exactly what you dream of, what you focus on, what you put your time and energy into. And if you find a lot of misery in you and a lot of fear in you, you're going to create reasons for misery and fear in your life. Speaking from experience, I'm not scolding. I'm not putting myself above anybody. I've been there. I've done that. Okay. I really do want to help. I really want to help all of you guys. Because the path to God is so simple. The mind won't allow it unless you trust God more than yourself. Seems simple and obvious, right? Trust God more than yourself. It was written that way too. Lean not on your own understandings or something like that. But a lot of people get confused by things. So I try not to quote others too much. Well, maybe that's why people don't take me seriously, because I'm not referring to the experts and the authorities. I'm such a dick to myself. I do make things more challenging for myself than I need to. And thank you to all of you, my brothers and you sisters. When you tune in here, even with you see all these problems with me, and you totally agree with everyone betting against me. You know what? I wouldn't be who I am if I wasn't with everybody, right? If everything hadn't have gone the way that it went in my past, I wouldn't be who I am today. And you know what? Today I woke up this morning, as I usually do, with friggin' gratitude, right? I have the blessings. I got the joy of my sweet little kitty, right? So as soon as I wake up, she usually gets my attention before I go back to God. Admittedly, now that I'm saying this, I might want to reflect on things. But anyway, I do. I get up, I give my little kitty some attention, and then I go to God. And my life choices, they've brought me what it's brought, but I do have actually a lot of time, flexibility, and a lot of freedom in my day. And that's kind of where I was inspired by the suggestions of today. Today's been given you to do whatever you want. Whatever you want is available to you with whatever you can. Whatever you can do, you can do. And so if you can do whatever you want every day, well, pursue the best you can within the moments you have to experience your greatest life ever. Because your greatest life ever is just going to be found when you do the best you can with every moment you can. It's not that confusing. Trixie's witness. Yeah, the cat is ridiculously cute. She bosses me around, and I am happy to serve, even though she annoys me at times. And she helps me grow my patience. And actually, you know what? That's another tangent I could go on about fierce love, loving fiercely. But back to some of these today thoughts, because I did. I had the freedom today to spend some time seeking time with God. And I was thinking about this idea of being with love and being with God and the different ways you can know it, you can recognize it. There's one obvious, undeniable way, right? If you've ever had these moments of just pure bliss and you just fall, just deep love over something beautiful or something imagined or something felt or whatever, you experience this divine bliss of overtaking love, and you just dissolve into this ecstasy of being. That's one way. Then you know you're with God. Pretty good sign right there, right? I mean, heaven, experienced bliss, divine, ooh, right? So that's one way to know you're with God. There's another, a lot more subtle way that I think I finally found the words for today. You walk through the day with neutral love, right? All around you, doesn't matter. You're kind of detached, and yet you're still in love with it all. Okay. And neutral, walking in the peace of neutrality, not picking a side, right? You're not trying so hard. You're just at peace with the presence of being as you're walking and you're being and you're doing. And so then, in this peace of neutrality, that can also be recognized another way. Neutral love is also unconditional love. It's love without conditions. That's what God is with everything. There's there's limits, right? And there's consequences. You can consider those conditions, and you consider limits conditions, but God's love is like this infinite expansion of growth. It's like all that exists. It's the energy that surrounds the field of intelligence, that surrounds the physical body. But the only thing that disconnects you and me from each other, the only thing that disconnects you or me from the infinite field of information where wisdom comes from, or even beyond that information, the more expansive field of love, infinite love that surrounds you. The only thing that prevents those connections to anything whatsoever outside of you is your belief systems. You get to choose that based on your life, I guess, but I mean, I know how it works, but I don't know how God works. I just know God's work. God's work is good, man. And this world, if I'm right, if this is real, okay, if this is real life and real life happening, and while I'm making fun of it, um, if this really is true that we've got these evil cartoon characters, dude, they are the false light. They literally, they present themselves as goodness and righteousness, and they cause death and suffering. It can't be more obvious, can it? How many more reasons do we need to wait for before, you know what, it's in God's timing. It's in God's timing, but I'm going to do what I can do. I got other ideas I could share too. A reminder of prayer. Let's just walk through some notes before I open it up. Hey, Sophia. Yeah, that's probably true. Every time anyone uses AI, another drop of water is contaminated. That's probably true. When are we going to change it? I mean, we gotta do something. Warning each other is certainly a part of the education process, but I kind of feel like I've learned enough about the corruption, and I kind of feel like I've never learned enough about God, but I've learned enough about God to have faith in what I'm doing and the purpose for my life, because, well, kind of publicly said it. Purpose of my life is to live with love, praise God with love, and I'm inviting you to join me with love. Walking with God through more life, walking with love, spending time with thoughts on God and wisdom, right? Tapping into the highest realm of wisdom that your frequency and mindset can reach. You do that, then what you do is you bring these feelings of heaven, these ideas from heaven into your being, and you go through your day and you share those good things with everyone and everything. And so I've been practicing this. I don't have a formal practice or a schedule, or I check the box and I do this or that each day, but I do spend time, honestly, in deep thoughts of God. Seems the right thing to do if I'm going to do this right. Live without fear. So, the purpose of prayer. I never understood prayer. I went through the motions, but I never felt any better because I wasn't honest about my belief. I didn't believe in what I was doing. It seemed like I was just going through the motions. Why should I pray? I don't get anything. Everything in my life is bad. It never works out. Blah, 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 blah. All these voices I have in my head, right? All the doubts. Well, by the grace of God, my stubbornness, I finally found enough evidence to convince myself to trust God's hair. What I found to be true, and it makes sense through the mind path of psychology, or the logic of the mind, I might point at. I don't want to define it too much, but it seems to make sense that the purpose of prayer, it is to feel better through your confession, right? Bringing that discomfort, the uncomfortable truth within you, and bringing it out through your voice box, and then your eardrums get to hear you. And so you have this relationship with the spoken words, the words that are coming from you to God. Okay, now God knew the words before you said anything, before you felt anything. God knows it all. Trust in that. So you're doing this for you. So feel better, right? Recognize I'm also, as I'm in this moment of weakness, seeking answers, seeking relief, seeking for myself or others, whatever it is you're praying for. Recognize the power of the spoken word that's being offered through you, and recognize that only you can allow your words to be true. If you're praying, then trust. Okay? Trust you're doing it for that purpose, and allow yourself, give yourself permission to feel trusting, to feel that you're doing your part. And when it's time for you to know more, when it's time for you to see your prayers fulfilled, it'll happen, right? Or it won't. But it's kind of out of there. But there's another part. Regardless of the answer to the prayers, you can recognize what you're doing. You're spending moments, even if it's just moments, seeking and time with God, attention, time and attention with God. So if you pray, have faith. Have faith it is heard. Have faith the answers are known, right? And it's up to you. It's up to me to find the answers, to find the connections, to find the answers to the prayers. You got to look around. And if all you're doing is gloom and doom, I prayed and I prayed and then just still in gloom and doom, well, the answer could just be right there and you don't see it. I've been there and I've done that. That's why I'm making fun of it. Okay. Oh man. You know what? Hey, praise God, Crystal. Thank you. Douglas has questions for you. He's claiming you will kick him if he comes on panel and asks you questions. Sounds like he wants my attention. No, just want to question Jack on the vague BS he claims. And only way that can be done is if he does not have the ability to quit the questioner. No, don't limit the options, Douglas, whatever your name is. Don't limit the options and don't start a fight with me, and we can have a conversation like adults. It's pretty simple. I'm getting better at not mirroring idiots and fools, but I do attract a lot of idiots and fools who want to mock and challenge wisdom. And it's like, wow, are you really that dumb? But hey, I'm not judging. I'm just recognizing I used to be dumb too. So dumb brings like a rudeness and an arrogance and a real selfish motivation. Let me get through a couple more things. I went through the process of prayer. I'm a little long-winded sometimes, and I recognize that. But to simplify it, the purpose of prayer is for you to feel better through your confession and through your time spent with God in intimacy, right? With trust and openness. And with that, you can release what it is you're worried about, you're afraid of, or whatever. You can release that and accept trust that God will reveal the greatest good. And then from there, it's your job to seek, to see, to find, to know the greatest good from now on in that direction and others. That's really the only thing you want to see is the greatest good. And the greatest good is God, and God is with everything. And if you think you're separated from everything, you've deceived yourself. You are that, right? You're everything. So I do suggest, I mean, I can explain this through logical, I can paint a picture through logic, at least makes sense to me, about this field of, and I'm not the only one who's described this though, too. There's other people that are pointing at the same idea that this, you and me, we physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything, right? We move within this, and it's really just an appearance of movement, but we move within this infinite field of energy. And in that energy, it's like an infinite field of wisdom, knowledge. Divine knowledge is always at the reach of everybody. There are no stupid people. It's just those who don't look for wisdom. Those who don't look for wisdom will settle for not knowing. And if you don't want to know something, well, guess what? You're not going to find it. But those who seek can know. It just might be unsettling, right? You got to, oh shit, I was wrong about this and I was wrong about that. But seek knowledge. It's your biology. It's what you're here to do. And if you can do it better than others, tune into better ideas, you can see bigger perspectives than others. Here's a lesson from me to you, okay? Make sure and grow in your compassion and your patience, okay? Because ignorant people will frustrate the piss out of you. Tell you what, they will. And I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or accident or whatever, but it's all a part of a design experience and experimentation of life. So experiment with your life. If you've been living your life alone and afraid and angry and sad or attached to bad, unhealthy choices, if any of that is you, let today be the day. Seize the day, right? Capture your life back and reinvent you. Doing the best you can in all ways. Don't accept can't. The only thing that can't about you, that's between you and God. So my suggestion is, everybody, I was reluctant to go this way, but my answer today really is turn to God. If you're feeling depressed and hopeless and alone and unworthy and blah, 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 all this other nonsense we tell ourselves, if you're feeling that way, it's time to turn to God, especially, and to know and to trust that God is with you. See, if you lose sight of the beauty, you lose sight of God. You lose sight of God, you don't see the beauty. But the beauty is everywhere. There is so much beauty and goodness to be found. In every day, there is so much to live for. And it took me a long time to accept that fact. I admit it. I was stubborn. I didn't want to give myself to God. I fought it and I complained about it. I said, no, someone else, not me. Bullshit, it's you too. Turn to God. Because when you walk with God with this neutral love, you're in this state of appreciation. And you can keep a childlike mind, right? You got wisdom, you know not to run out into traffic, and you know not to do, well, some adults don't, but praise God. Hopefully you tuning in, you recognize you don't run into traffic like a little child, but you can walk through the day with an openness and an innocence about you, seeking to cause no harm and seeking no harm to be caused. And holy cows, that sounds simple. It's too easy, Jack. You can't do that. There's all sorts of reasons you can't. Okay, don't. I just know that it feels really good to walk with love and people you don't even know. You can just like, oh, I love you. Never see you again, but I'm hoping the best for you today, right? And you know, it just helps me feel good. And people are right. I can be a selfish bastard, but if it helps me feel good and I'm just sending out good thoughts, well, guess what I'm going to do? It's a win-win-win as far as I'm concerned. But you know what? Here, let me not continue on and on. I'm going to open it up. I could go on because I'm talking about God for sure. But for those who may wish to join, please do so. The chat line is open, I guess. But we're today, right? Walking with God. It's a choice each of us have. We get to decide what is God and where is it. And hey, we got a reflection of divinity who showed up in the back. And I want to welcome back a friend and a shining star with a lot of important opinions, too. Let's welcome back our friend. Kenny Given, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, Jack. How are you?
I'm truly feeling blessed.
Fantastic. I've done some further research that you might be interested in that I'd like to read out and see what the people think and see what yourself thinks as well.
Is it very long, or is it related to walking with God?
Well, of course, it's related to walking with God, and it's not too long. If you're courageous and loving and divine enough to listen to it, I'm ready to let you hear it. If you ask a covert communal narcissist for permission to read a highly critical psychological breakdown of their behavior, wait there. Here we are. When a covert communal narcissist constantly invokes concepts like heavenly, blissful, divine experience, and aggressively interprets other people's experiences for them, it is a sophisticated method of establishing supreme authority. In psychological terms, this is a combination of mystical manipulation and coercive reality testing. He is not just offering spiritual insights, he is deliberately overriding an individual's autonomy by claiming a superior connection to truth. Here is why this behavior is essential to his control structure. Establishing an unverifiable hierarchy, in brackets, mystical manipulation. By constantly talking about blissful divine experiences or using hyper spiritualized language, he is claiming access to a realm of truth that cannot be measured or proven. The monopoly on the divine. If his authority came from facts or logic, you could debate him. By anchoring his authority to divine experience, he makes himself immune to logical critique. He's essentially saying, I have a direct line to God, the universe, that you do not possess. Creating a manufactured deficit. By emphasizing this transcendent state of bliss, he is sending a subtle message to his followers. You do not feel this way, which means you're spiritually deficient. You need me to show you how to get there. This manufactures a dependency on him as the sole mediator of spiritual fulfillment. Epistemological control, interpreting reality. When he insists on interpreting your experiences for you, he is engaging in one of the most insidious tactics of coercive control. Epistemological control, controlling how someone knows what they know, overriding lived experience. If you say you feel frustrated because of his actions, he will say, no, you aren't frustrated with me. Your soul is reacting to its own unhealed trauma. This completely negates your valid emotional response. Over time, followers learn to distrust their own instincts, feelings, and memories, deferring to the leader to tell them what they are actually experiencing. The guru dynamic. By acting as the universal translator for everyone else's emotions, he places himself in an omniscient parental role. He infantilizes his guests and audience by suggesting they lack the spiritual maturity to understand their own lives without his enlightened guidance. Gaslighting via empathy. This is where the narcissistic compassion becomes weaponized. He wraps his control in a veneer of deep care, the Trojan horse. He doesn't brutally tell people they are wrong. He uses a soft, sorrowful voice and says, I'm feeling what you're actually experiencing is a block in your divine connection. He frames his usurpation of your reality as an act of profound empathy and love. Pathologizing independence. If someone resists his interpretation, if they say, no, that's not what I meant at all, he will frame the resistance as a spiritual failing. He will diagnose their disagreement as ego, defensiveness, or an inability to surrender the divine experience. This creates a trap where agreeing with him means submitting to his control, and
Oh my
disagreeing with him proves you are spiritually broken. The need for source status. A covert narcissist with a savior complex needs to be the central sun around which his followers orbit. They cannot simply facilitate a conversation, they must be the source of all revelation. By constantly interpreting others' experiences, he ensures that no one else in the room can have a profound insight or a valid perspective unless it has been filtered through and approved by his divine understanding. Thank you for the time, Jack. I really do appreciate that.
You know what? I took a chance, guys. I took a chance. So let you in on a little thought process here. I wanted to see where this went. I've got a number of guests in the back. But did you see what I saw? I mean, he's sitting there just trying to analyze me by going to some elusive authority. I mean, maybe I misinterpreted, but I'm trying to understand his intentions of why he brought that script here if it was not directed at me, right? But this is another example of my story. The same pattern keeps happening. I got these real confident, lovable characters that are just so right against me, but they go to some external authority that's never interacted with me personally. It's like, holy cows, man. And hey, I'm seeing there's some stuff coming in. You guys are generous, and I do really love and appreciate. Hanko Flamio, I heard Jack knows you better than you know yourself. There is currently no evidence that he knows any of my passwords yet. I don't claim to recognize any individuals better than they know themselves, but I recognize the patterns of the people better than they see for themselves. Because to me, the patterns are actually pretty obvious. And let me get to our guests in the back, too. Trexty, thank you, your support and continuing generosity. Oh, look, another, I don't get to speak on Jack's channel, speaking at length. And here, our other guest has been waiting, and I believe it's just to simply, Josh, welcome. Welcome. Sorry for taking so long.
Don't worry about it. So basically what this is an invite to kind of like a Q&A session on Flo's channel.
All right.
It would be you, and there'll probably be a group. I'm definitely going to be in the Q&A, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot more than myself.
All right.
All right. So this would take place, can't be before this weekend because he's got that GridCon thing. But it would be, I wouldn't even be able to approach him with it until Monday. So let's just say like next week, late next week. Is that possible?
As of this moment, yes. I'm pretty open next week. Next week I believe I'm open. So whatever. Yeah.
That works. So we don't need any information. Flo will send you the invite just as soon as I can nail him down on a day, and he'll just contact you, and you two can nail each other down on a day. It's fine.
All right. I'm open,
okay.
Dude. I'm waiting for invitations, and if you're open to asking questions, I mean, I know
you don't like my questions, Jack.
I know you want to interrogate me and you want to try and mock me, but that's okay. That's on you, dude. That's on you.
Yes. Okay. And, well, if you know what it is, then it's not really a problem. So that's it. It's all that needs to be said.
Love it.
All right.
And Josh,
throw me down. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, man. I fucking love it when people bet against me. Thank you, Josh. I look forward to all of these things. Boy, I know you can appreciate that too. Welcome back to you, brother. Sorry to leave you in the back so long.
No, that's okay. But yeah, I mean, people that question you, that's okay, right? I mean, you don't mind to be challenged, right? You're pretty close to the truth. So, yeah.
It's all coming together. Boy, it really is. Here, I do apologize. I got distracted here.
You've got a lot to do. You're running a show, man.
A lot to do.
And you're doing a good job at it. So
Hey, golly geez, you know what? The generosity, you guys are rocking today. Hey, personhood over dogma. Yes, Fighting Gnosis women's show will start at 4 Central. I think that's 6 East Standard Time where I am. And we'll try and run long. After 2 hours, women's. They'll let men talk as well. So I did drop the link for that as well. And Insane Wheels, my brother, Mike, betting towards Jack. Amen, brother. You are. There are many of us betting on me as well. Some people are pretty. Oh, hey,
is it a fight? Is it like no? Is it a debate? What is it? Is it discussion? I mean, he invited you.
Yeah. It's going to be a conversation. But here, he's been opposing me for a long time. He's got a bitter taste in his mouth towards me for something. But here is some more truly energetic support by 2 characters. I'm going to bring you both up. Imperious, brother,
Peace
welcome
Jack.
back.
Peace and Jack, brothers and sisters. We got a fucking date at Jack. Let's go, Jack. Listen to you. It pumps me up every day, Jack. It makes me want to change the world. Don't worry about Queer State and his little disciples, Jack. Like, these guys are just so jealous of you and the views you get and the continuous viewership, Jack. They don't know what to do. They're sitting around talking about finger popping each other's assholes.
Please.
But Jack, they're talking
and
about.
Of course, you had to bring that up, right? Because you're one of them.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, why else would Josh have to come in here and try to ruin Jack's day? Jack's a loving man. He's trying to, and they're trying to sandbag you, Jack. They're trying to walk you into an ambush. But the light of love will shine on these nest of vipers, Jack.
Yes, exactly. I've been preparing to walk into the pits of the vipers and just shine brightly as much as I can. Hey, let's welcome Jesus Pantheon back too. How you doing, brother?
Great. Lots of personal little goals met today for myself, but just wanted to join and meet others today. Bit of a selfish day, enjoyed me and my family at the park, really got out there, got the feet in the river, that kind of thing, and finished off with formulating an audience with the Helos Gnostic next Monday on D&W show, where we talk about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So that's all finished. I'm looking great, so I'm looking to join in and connect with others, and this obviously is definitely a place for that. So
Jack, you know what's a sick thing I found out that Flow State admitted to me on NPC's channel? He approves of slavery as long as it keeps costs down.
I know. It's crazy.
That's a sick guy. Dude. That's a real sick guy. But Jack, at the same time, he claims that like racism really upsets him and stuff. So it's like, how do you have both of those at the same time, Jack? I don't get that.
That's exactly where he's got to find his own reconciliation. Otherwise, he's a walking.
He needs to find love, brothers and sisters, and only with Jack opening his eyes, Jack.
No, it's all coming together. God is doing everything. I want to shout out the member for 2 months and the message from Lex Anamita. Thank you for the continuing support, and smash the like if you love Peace and Jack. It's not that hard. And
65 watching, Jack, just to let you know, 65 watching and only 19, it was 19 likes when I liked it, so I think we can do a lot greater than that, can't we? With 65 watching.
We need a lot more likes. We need 5,000 likes, Jack. That's what we need here. 5,000 likes. Nothing left will be accepted.
And why, guys, is because it gets the algorithm going for Jack to be able to spread his message that he's asking you for your help with. So if you are here to help Jack, that's one way in which you can do that, whether you agree with the algorithm or not. Is that correct, Jack?
Well, yeah. We have what we need already. Everything we need is already here. And we were talking about that sorry to change the subject, but we were talking about that upcoming invitation that Josh offered. And admittedly, Taylor is, while while you pointed out some contradictions, I'm glad to hear he finally admitted that he would endorse slavery.
Jack,
if it
but Jack, he
profit.
sold cocaine and methamphetamines to children.
I
That's a
know.
hard thing to come back from,
He's-
Jack. That's a real
he's-
hard thing to come back from.
No,
Nothing
he's
is hard to
come
come
a
back
long
with
way.
but love.
Exactly.
Jack,
Exactly.
all right. Well, I love your show, Jack. I'm gonna grab some brunch right now, Jack.
Okay, bye,
Duck has-
Imp.
Duck's
Bye.
tits. Die, Duck.
Ciao.
Your tits.
Ciao.
Duck's tits look extra big today, so that's a great thing. Jack, I love you. I love the panel, and I hate the chat. I'll be back, Jack.
I know. Hey, thank you, Imperious. Glad you swung through. Johnny, you're not quite connected yet. Duck, welcome back to you. Did you have anything you wanted to jump in with before we invite Craig back?
Yeah, well, we can get Craig up, but the topic what's the topic? It's walking with God through more life. Wow. More, not less, but more life. I already know some stuff about that topic, even though I was complaining the other day.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Should we swing back to you, or should we? You want to continue?
No, I like the vibe in the room when I'm just depressed, so I'm just gonna chill up here.
All right. Craig, how you doing today, brother? What's going on with you, my friend?
A little bit of pain, but I'm good.
And Johnny, out there on the tractor, it looks like, for real. You know what? It looks like beautiful sky, beautiful weather. Mother Earth is so amazing.
There's a beautiful human there as well, Jack.
Yeah,
At least
let me
point that
not
out.
overlook. Thank you, brother. Not to overlook the beautiful human that's there as well. Thank you for joining, man.
It looks so real, man. It must be fake.
Dude, that's what
Well,
this
the
reality
human?
is. That's what this reality is. It's got you gotta know. You gotta find for yourself what is real, what is fake. Because if you don't know what is real or what is fake, then you're confused, right?
Well,
not necessarily.
Sometimes, things look so real, and then you find out they're fake, and I feel abused.
Yep. That's what we do. Self-abuse is what happens.
No, it's
As
not
we do
self-abuse. I
ourselves.
feel like if somebody's faking me, appearing to be real, and you find out, wow, that's actually AI in the end. Wow, man, I feel a bit abused. Like, why did you want my attention?
I might be AI,
How about,
I mean,
well, what I'm hearing you say is actually presented in a different way quite often. People present themselves as good, as honest.
as a
And then
farmer, as a farmer on a tractor.
No, my mind is thinking about what I saw earlier, this Pete Hegseth fool and that other, who's the Mike something or other in charge of I'm speaking of foreigners here. God bless. Duck should know. Duck should know. Duck knows politics.
Hegseth's testimony. Who was he with? Pete Hegseth testimony. It was embarrassing though.
Who's the house guy? He's got dark hair. Mike something or other.
Yeah, you're right. I should know because I'm doing politics. It was Dan Kane, Brooke Rollins. I don't know who it was.
I'm sorry. I'm not referring to his hearing. I'm referring to. I think he's a Speaker of the House. Is it Mike Johnson?
Oh yeah,
I can
Mike
see his
Johnson.
face.
Yeah. Mike Johnson.
Dude, I listen to that guy, him and some other characters out of DC, man. These guys they're so misguided and they're misleading people. They're saying things and they're putting on this strong and powerful face, but holy shit, it's an insanity show, guys.
Yeah.
Look, everyone. Here's the thing. It doesn't have to bother us, but we can't really hide from it. The world is corrupted. It's up to us to live with it or fix it. I'm on this path. I think everything's aligned. Everything is fixable. especially
Well,
with
I think that's an
mindset.
illusion. I think that's delusion, actually. If you think everything is fixable,
Fair
nothing
enough.
nothing can be perfect. We're mere human beings, Jack, and you know that too. You can't be perfect, even though you strive to be. As
No.
many, no, you don't strive to be perfect. I mean,
There's a
just being
difference.
good, from day to day, that's enough. You can't be perfect. I can't be perfect.
Please don't underestimate yourself or God. Okay. The order is perfection. And if you are still without corruption in your mind, you are with perfection. There's nothing preventing you from being with perfection. And if that which is with you can become you, so allow greater levels, closer and closer and closer to perfection to be with you as often as you can. And it really calms your nervous system.
Yeah, I hear you, but I mean, prefect and perfect are just a bit too close to each other, right? So just be good, right? But I think that's the same. I think that's just mincing on words there. But yeah, be good.
Can I ask for a question there, Jack?
Please.
Yeah, boy, the reason I ask this question is many people, so people like Danny Shine and others, great activists out there, they have a similar thought to that. And I was just wondering if I could ask Foy if he knows of something in particular, personally himself, that he's seeing as something he doesn't feel can be fixed. Just so I can have an idea of what, Foy's particular thing
No,
is. If he's
well,
going.
we're talking about human beings, right? And human beings cannot be perfect. We're all flawed. Do you know a perfect human being?
Me.
See? Yeah.
Well, recognize the being part is perfection.
I was just going to add, Jack, that I'm perfectly imperfect, Boy.
Yep, that too.
So if I'm not perfectly imperfect, then fair enough. I'm not perfect, but I am perfectly imperfect.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You love to listen to your own voice.
what does perfectly imperfect mean? It means exactly what it says. I'm perfectly imperfect.
Yep.
And if you can consider that the idea, you follow the thought trail that perfection really is in the eye of the beholder. And if you can try and see yourself in the context of the greater world and see yourself and the greater world through this lens of love, just immense, powerful love without conditions or worry, just strong love. Love is why we're here.
Well, I think love has been a very convoluted word,
I know it has.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, this is why I heard this term today, neutral love. I think that's another accurate way of saying unconditional love. And we can practice neutral love, right? A little detached, but choosing what to relationship with. I mean, that's what sovereignty is about.
I would oppose that because it sounds too airy-fairy for me. There's love is always conditional, per definition.
Okay, can I have a go?
No, please let me speak. Love is always conditional because it's about results, right? You can love something. You can love a plant and think the plant needs water, right? Some plants just need a little water, but you think, I'm giving it so much water. I'm caring so much about it. I want it to live. That's why I water it every day.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about results. I'm talking about results, and I'm giving you a very simple example. If you cannot understand it, maybe you need to listen for a little while longer. So, if you think that love is only water and admiration, that's not necessarily it. Love is about results. It's about the good results.
Boy, may I have an opportunity to tell you what
Did you hear me? Did you hear what I said?
Yes, you're saying about results, and I kind of agree, but not the materialistic results that most people think. I mean, love is.
Well, I was given an example, right?
I'm
To
aware. I'm
to
aware.
make it understandable for people that might
Yeah.
not understand it, because
If-
love is a convoluted word, and
Can I give
love
you-
is not about caring or attention. It's about the result.
Can I give you an
No.
objective definition of love then for you to have a look at, you and Jack, and you
Fine.
can both decide for yourself? Yeah, sure.
Fine.
Love is the earnest, non-contradiction expansion of awareness that clears confusion and realigns to acceptance and appreciation. When fully practiced, the need for things like revenge or forgiveness dissolve because the root confusion is healed.
AI slop.
AI wouldn't be able to tell you that. Go on to AI and ask it now.
Yeah,
It would
that
not give you
sounds
that
like
answer.
that's not something you came up with
No, it
yourself.
100% is, yes. It's all authentically me. AI doesn't even go ask.
Guys,
everybody can
can
do
you
this test. They
please-
can.
Can I have a moment, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because a different aspect, yes, I don't have disagreement with what Pantheon brought. I do disagree with you, Voy. Not so much results, right? But it's the intentions of the results. It's the desire and relationship, Voy. Love is the relationship. The
No.
results are out of our hands.
No. See, that's not real love. That's not real attention. That's not real care.
I disagree because I live this way and I know what I'm trying to point at.
Okay, so explain it to me. So you
Well-
think intention is enough? You think intention is enough?
I don't know, but it's a huge component. Yes.
It is a huge component. Why are we in this relationship? Why are we doing what we're doing? Like you said, the hope and often the expectation is good results.
Mm,
And I think what I heard you
that's not
saying,
true. That's not true.
it's not true. Where am I?
So
where
you
am I
might
going?
have the best intentions in the world, but very bad results. And you can't say,
Yeah.
"Oh, and then you will say in the end, you say, "Oh, but I had the best intentions." Yeah, but look at the
Right.
results. And so
Okay.
that's not love. That's love requires attention and a good
Yes.
result. It's not
Yes.
only about intention.
Okay. I can agree that it's through love that greater life is grown, right? And I think that's what you're saying too. It's through love that the results show. But people love foolishly and they love at their level of knowing. And it is true, you may love a plant and overwater it, right? You may do
It's a
something
very good
wrong.
metaphor. It's a very good metaphor.
It is. It is. And people do love in the stupidest ways sometimes, hurting others, saying they're helping them, doing whatever, right?
Calling
It's
it tough love, right? Tough
Yep.
love.
And when
Just-
they're just being cruel, you're right.
Which is part of attention, right? Being tough. You know,
It can be.
having boundaries. That's part of the attention. And that's also, you might say, well, I have the best intentions for this person or this situation, but I got to set my boundaries there. That's part of love too.
Sometimes
You cannot love anyone endlessly. You know, if somebody, there's some people that do crimes, and you have to set them away from society, right? That's why we came up with this thing called prison, right?
yes, we live in a very punishing world, and it's created a lot of people that don't really understand love, and they get confused by kindness. But I think the words came from A Course in Miracles, that really in every moment, every interaction with another human, it's an exchange. That it's a sharing of love, or it's a calling out for love. And Duck, I think I heard you. You calling out? You doing okay today, bud? Can we do more than just have you sit here?
Yeah, sorry, I lost my patient. I have personal problems. I said this in back chat yesterday, so I'm sorry, Voy. I was listening and I was like, "What?"
You didn't
Yeah.
get a metaphor for the plant? Didn't get that metaphor?
I didn't. No,
Uh,
not exactly.
well, that's okay, man. I mean, we all have our state of mind. Maybe you can't grasp the metaphor for the plants.
Hey, I just realized I don't know if I ever invited Craig to say hi. Did I?
Not today.
I don't remember actually. Sorry, I don't even remember.
Craig,
Nobody likes Craig. Don't worry about it. I'm joking,
No,
Craig.
you're welcome to jump in, friend. But actually, I do want to swing back, and I want to hear Duck's kind of ideas on love. Please.
Yeah, walking with God. I mean, I'm going to try to play off of, the sort of being usable in the eyes of the Lord without like an indoctrinated sense of what God is.
Yeah.
I think, walking, I think it's cool because it allows us to live with love and live with divinity, and hopefully living without fear as well. Hopefully living without fear. And then the other side of it too is that also has limits or perhaps boundaries based on what we can perceive and see. And so many times for me, money, my drug addiction, my alcohol addiction, sex addiction, these things all pull me out of the walk, right? Because then I'm walking with like, a sex doll or something, or a sex toy. So, and this is, yeah. And so having boundaries, limits, and things like that also tells us where we're walking with divinity, I think.
That doesn't make any sense. But
He's admitted and he's been honest. He's faced some past habits and patterns of thought and behavior that he's working through.
yeah,
And
I'm working on being authentic. I'm working on being authentic, even if it's ugly, and trying to, like, I'm asking the question if I can be myself, if I'm allowed to be myself.
do you want to be degenerate?
I want to trauma dump.
Do you identify as a degenerate?
Yeah, I want to trauma dump before
Yes.
I identify as anything.
Okay.
How can a person without an identity be a degenerate, Voy? Mr.
exactly.
Voy?
Well,
Exactly.
I asked you the question, and then you, without answering, you catapulted it back to me. But I actually asked you the question. But so this is what
I
you
don't want to
people
be
do.
a degenerate.
This is what you people do. You don't answer a question.
Boy, please.
Yeah, that's just a statement. That's just an observation.
That's my desire, is to be
Thank
free.
you.
And
Right.
my desire, I
So-
think I say my desire, my attachment
Yeah.
is to be free.
Tel Aviv.
I can
That's
help you
okay.
with that. There's a path for you. Okay. It may seem illogical until you can recognize the truth within it. It's time to detach from who you thought you were. Because I hear you repeating, you've got trauma within you and you want to get rid of it. You don't want it anymore. Is that right? Did I hear that right?
Yeah. I've just from unstated life events, I have post-traumatic stress disorder.
It's okay. It's okay.
And and I spent most of my life as an adult as an addict.
That's all right. You ready to start again?
I'm scared to start again, Jack.
What's that fear?
Life.
What's the logic behind the fear of allowing yourself, giving yourself permission, and committing to start again? What's the logic behind the fear?
It's not that people suck or that society sucks, right? I don't like complaining about other things and people, but existence sucks, right? The other side of Buddhism is, I'm not a monk. If they say existence is suffering and I feel that way, that's
Doc,
yeah. And
what you're doing?
trying to shut up about it, but why?
Well, please, I want to interrupt, and I'm sorry for doing so, but I feel the need to correct you. See, what you did is you went and you found a partial truth to use as an excuse. So you say it's okay for me to suffer. That's only part of the wisdom,
Yeah,
dude.
that's a good
Recognize.
point, Jack. But my experience, my lies, the lies that I tell are so small.
Okay, we'll stop those then.
It's another way of because then if I tell a lie, right, like the game logic is if I lie, then I have to deal with all the ways that it's a lie afterwards.
Exactly.
So like
So
I
don't
don't
do
know
it.
what the fuck to do. I don't know what to do,
Don't lie.
honestly. I mean, I'm doing it, but I don't know what to do anyways.
I can help you. It's that part that feels like you don't know what to do that's in the way of you knowing what to do. But the truth is, you know what to do. You know how to be
I know
a
to shut the
greater
fuck up.
version of you.
I know to shut up. I know to shut up, and I know not to exploit people. That's all. The only two. Those are my two biggest coping tips or coping skills. Look how far it's gotten me. Don't talk. Don't interrupt people. Don't exploit people.
Well, there's an important part I want to add to that for you. And it goes right with don't talk too much. Make sure to listen. Okay. Listen to your inner spirit, the good part of you. Listen to the inner conscience that says, hey, you need to stay true. You need to stay righteous. Because Duck, I'm serious, man. You're not a bad dude from what I've seen. You got a little confusion and a little bit of lingering doubts you've picked up along your way. But it really is, guys. It is time for men to start becoming more righteous, right? The world is counting upon men being righteous in the way that they live, which means the path of honesty with compassion, right?
I think Doc is ready for honesty, right? Doc, aren't
He's
you?
doing good.
Yeah.
Duck, any thoughts come up from what you heard me say?
Yeah, when I think of righteousness, what I think of is hey Raven. What I think of is sorry, backstage chat, but um I think of places. What I try to do is think of a place that I've been without being too harsh, and I think myself being worth of being righteous. So it's because I'm a human, because I live in a society, and because people can be super caring, people can be super self-sacrificial or altruistic. And so I try to, for myself, that's what I thought of. And I think of the ability to move around, move your arms a little bit over my head, just these little like anxiety triggers that I have, and feel like I have to get out. I feel like I have to get away from where I am and explode, and it doesn't make sense. I feel like I have to be away from
And so
where I live.
Jack was actually talking about honesty, and that comes from within, right? But I said that you are ready for it, but you went outside, man. You went way outside there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
again, it's one of these things, Voy, where I can rely on Jack's wisdom, but you know, I don't know what I expect. I'm gonna be basically, if I'm not,
Yeah, it comes from
I'm not
within,
mindful or conscious of
and
my
you're
own
not
things,
there
a little
yet. I
bit,
think you're ready
I'm gonna
for
be
it,
right back.
but
I'm
you
gonna be
just
here
don't.
tomorrow.
I think
I'm
you're ready
still gonna
for
be
it,
here
but you
tomorrow.
just don't want to go there.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna be here tomorrow, though, right? I'm gonna be in the same place,
Right?
thinking about
Yeah.
righteousness and love.
Yeah, yeah. Honesty that's a different word, though. It's a different concept, but
You can
almost
renew
there.
yourself instantaneously. As far as I can tell, there's no time or distance required. It's just the true intentions. Going to God with an earnest heart, an open mind and an earnest heart that might bring you the answers that, I don't like that answer, but that's the one that's probably right. People end up people end up showing themselves to be out of control and insane because they're dishonest. They start to believe their own lies, and then they know they can't be trusted. So if they can't trust themselves, They're looking outside of themselves for all the answers. I used to do that.
Jack, how have you walked with God recently? Do you have an example of something outside of the Live Without Fear show, the Live Without Fear shows that you can offer me? Something
Well,
good.
I'm not sure what to offer as an example. I mean, I've faced many of my fears and I've been through a lot of pretty fun challenges. My life has become an adventure. That's how I know I'm living with God. I have actually convinced myself to believe that by tuning in to the highest wisdom that I could reach, I found some good ideas about ending wars, bringing reforms into this world to bring the power back to the people, because the reality is, as soon as the truth is freely shared, God's love will reign supreme. There won't be a doubt in anyone's mind about how much God loves this world. Seems like a pretty good dream to pursue. Hey, we've got another test opportunity guest in the back.
What?
We all know who it is, so let's welcome back Stephen. How you doing today?
Oh, it's my granddaughter. Okay.
It's
Hello.
King Stephen.
Hello. Hello. How are you, Jack? Voy can't shut up. He should stick with drinking whatever he's drinking. I think he's drunk. How are you today, Jack? I'm a guest. I'm not a test. I'm a guest. I'm not a test.
Okay.
Respect.
Well, we'll see what you bring.
How's my audio today? Is it better? Is this good?
I think so far it's a little better. You were a little bit hot. I brought you down just a little bit, okay?
Am I sounding great? Do I sound fantastic?
Well, you're here, and the audio
Do I
was
sound
fine.
beautiful, Jack?
The audio is good.
Stephen,
Personality.
I'm happy
Well,
to be here. It's
got
an
room.
honor. It's good to be on here. Hello to everyone in the chat. I hope everyone's having a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
I love you all.
I know. Hey, you know what? We were just talking about this guy yesterday too. Christos, good to see you, brother.
Oh, hey, Christos. I like that guy, Christos.
You two align a lot in a lot of ways. It's fascinating how much you love me. It's fucking crazy.
Everyone loves you, Jack. We all
I know.
love you.
I
Yeah.
know, but Stephen, the
You're-
funny part, huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Go ahead.
And I don't mean to bring up the past, but it seems that I had you with me for a while, and you were saying a lot of things, but you joined the side of those who want to bet against me. And I
I'm
find
not
it
betting against you, Jack. I'm not a betting man. I don't go to the casinos or anything.
That's
I don't
the
bet.
only way that bets can be made.
Well, no, I don't bet
Maybe
against people.
you don't- Well, maybe you don't understand the context of what I'm saying.
Jack, I'll put it this way. I want everyone to succeed, including you, including Jack Talcott, including Jesus, Pantheon, Voy, Duck. He looked like a deer in the headlights earlier. And I feel for that guy. I think he's probably a good spirit. But he's a bit lost looking with anxiety. But I want him to succeed. I don't bet against people. I want people to succeed, not to fail. Yes, absolutely.
Do you highlight the successful ones or the ones you look down on?
I try to give people tough love. I don't look down on them. I try to motivate them to do better.
When they're not there, you just talk about them on your screens?
No, I don't talk about you that much. I was talked about yesterday by Frank Monday, and I wasn't here. That goes on all over the place. So the thing is, I usually talk to people.
The videos you do, dude, you're just so fascinating. It makes
The
no
videos
sense.
are awesome that I do.
I know you say that, but they're really not.
Andy said gambling is for degenerates and fools. I agree with you, Andy.
Who
Good
even
point by Andy.
watches those videos? I mean,
Actually, sorry, what were you saying?
You can play them if you want to. I'm not stopping you.
well, I was just asking who even watches.
I haven't made any about Voy, but he's kind of an old granny. Maybe I'll have to make one of Voy.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Well, here's what I'm referring to by gambling. Okay?
All right.
The false accusations, right? Those who are casting accusations actually have the burden of proof to prove themselves.
I haven't
wanted.
accused. I haven't made
Well-
false accusations.
Oh, okay.
How does this relate to me, Jack Talcott?
Just Tim Aleno.
Let's see. Well, here, Matthew 5:11, I feel does apply to me. Pronounces a blessing on those who are insulted and have all kinds of evil falsely spoken against them for Christ's sake. And I do
I like
live
Matthew.
for Christ's sake.
Jack, do you feel insulted by me? Is that the crux of this issue? I'm trying to understand.
Dude, Stephen, if there was a better description of you, I don't know what would be. Besides a false witness who breathes out
Do you feel
lies
insulted?
and
Wow.
Wonder-
Can you hear what Jack is saying to you?
He doesn't.
No, he
Jack,
doesn't.
do you feel insulted?
This is very typical, actually
I know.
symptomatic.
No, I'm trying to understand what
It's
Jack's point is.
symptomatic
here.
behavior,
Jack. They all
I know,
perform
boy.
this behavior. But
I know. Boy, he's in denial. He's been enabled by his bullshit for so long. People have suffered through it and put up with it and laughed with him, because people are how they are.
Jack, Andy said in the chat, we all love you too, Stephen. And I agree if you scroll up like half a page
and
or
then
two. I think it's fantastic. I feel so loved here.
I don't
see
care.
the love bombing after denial. That's so typical.
Yeah.
It's so symptomatic.
I feel so loved. I'm not love bombing.
See?
Tell you what.
I'm saying I feel loved.
Stephen, great. I'm glad you feel loved, but what you're literally
Thank you.
doing is trying to deflect the conversation again, because yes, I am claiming, Stephen, that you fit this description of a false witness who breathes out lies and one who sows discord among
What
brothers.
lies, Jack? Well, can you name them? I don't know what you mean. What lies?
Oh, do you not speak evil against others?
No, I do not.
No.
Only on your own channel.
I do not
right?
speak evil.
Okay.
I'm
But
a
nobody
man
listens
of
to
love.
Your channel, Steffi.
Oh,
Nobody
okay.
sees your channel. We don't care to go there.
Here, maybe
You don't
Bex
have
has
to.
memories of some honest.
No, I don't.
Welcome
Have to.
back.
You don't have
Beck.
to go to
How
my
are you
channel,
today?
Granny Voy.
I will never.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Jack and Boy and Duck and Steven and everyone else who's here. Johnny.
Hello, Beck. Are
Jesus.
you here to bear false witness against me? Jack is trying to get you to attack me.
Oh, just settle down.
No, Jack. I was up here before any of that conversation happened. I'm not here to pick sides of any sort. I'm here to engage in the conversation with everybody.
I'm
And-
here for love. I'm not here to pick sides. I'm not here to
Yeah.
bear false witness.
Well, okay, Stephen, why don't you explain, because I don't think any of us really, well, I know I would like to better understand by what you think you're saying and doing here.
I'm a very loving. Can you hear me? I'm a very loving man. I'm a very loving man, and I'm not here to bear false witness or cast evil upon anyone.
Okay.
I'm here to uplift people, and I hope Jack Talcott has success. I'm not here to drag him down. I'm not here to bet against Jack, and I think that's the crux of the issue. Jack thinks I'm betting against him, winning money somewhere.
Don't you
betting
feel
against
blessed?
him.
Don't
No.
you feel
And I'm
blessed,
not-
Jack? By him,
I
by
feel
him?
blessed.
Well,
I feel blessed. Voy is a miserable creature with issues against me. He's just bitter. Just stop. Get out of your bitterness, Voy. That's all. Stop
I
obsessing over
asked
me.
the question. I asked the question. I said, "Don't you feel blessed by Steffi?" You know.
See, he's being insulting.
I don't
That's
care.
all we can do.
Hey,
I know.
Stephen,
I know.
why don't you please?
Let's
the
all get
room.
along. Let's all
I
get
will-
along and love each
Stephen,
other.
why don't you shut up, please? Read my expression.
Let's all love
okay?
each other.
Okay, since you can't seem to silence yourself, I'm going to mute you, Stephen. Okay? Eventually, you'll learn how to get along with others. I'm being as patient with you as I try to be with others. I've been forgiving. I've been accepting.
You didn't say
But-
anything wrong, Jack. I'm not trying to go opposed to you, but am I crazy? He didn't say anything wrong.
He didn't. You think he was honest?
I think he was honest, and I think everyone can find a reason or why.
I
to
think
be
he was
authentic.
just as honest as you are, Doc.
Right. Duck doesn't know the
Very
truth
honest.
from a lie. No,
I try to
Duck,
be,
you don't.
yeah.
Duck, you don't know the truth from a lie yet.
So should I shut up? So should
Well, you might.
I just, what should I do?
I appreciate you offering your opinion, but I really think you got some inner work to do, and I'm not sure where you want to start. But I'm saying this non-judgmentally, but it seems pretty obvious when Steven puts on a fake smile and you're buying that shit, dude. Come on, Doc. Don't
It
allow
seems like
yourself
they're on
to
the
be a
same
fool.
team.
Well, it's enablers enabling enablers. That's what America has become.
Don't be mean to Duck. That's not right.
I'm not being mean. I'm being honest. It's time to grow up and learn what is true and what's real.
Inquiring
I wanna
minds
hear-
would like to
We're all
know.
there, Jack. We're not all there. We're not all. I'm at the point where I'm trying to grow up, but I'm trying to grow into normalcy. So, what kind of example am I ever going to be if let's just say I land there? I mean, what a novel idea. And I mean, I'm just saying. And then so we get to this point where, okay, you see a normal guy, but I come up here and what can I say? The most I can talk about on any day is goth mommies still.
Can we
Jack,
listen to Bex, please?
I'm doing my
Bex.
best, but
I mean,
that's
Bex
where I
didn't
went.
get
I just
to
had
say
a
hello.
question. Thank you very much, boy. I appreciate that. I had a question for Duck. Is it true that you came from Kiwi Farms?
I don't know what Kiwi Farms is.
Okay, then it's not true. It was just because people are asking if you kind of have a long game. If you're, sometimes people wonder if you're, a little bit trolling and I just had heard that you came from Kiwi Farms. It's not worth the time. I just wanted to clarify that for the audience.
Is it a gay thing, Bex? Is
It's
it like
not
a gay,
true.
Is it a gay community thing?
No, it's a sort of online platform that sort of like behind the scenes, finds lol cows, does stuff to hype up the internet, right?
Oh, cool.
That's
so
Voy.
a
He
troll,
came from there.
a troll group.
No, I
Um,
ain't. I ain't a troll. I ain't trying to troll and stuff like that either.
Oh, I'm so relieved that
I
you're not.
appreciate the clarification.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
relieved.
my opinion. My
You know,
opinion
I
is.
thought you
think
were a troll,
Max,
but now
I
that
think-
you said
I
that
think
you're
it
not
would
a
be-
troll,
Max, it would be really nice for us to. In my opinion, it would be really nice. I don't care if people are trolls, but really nice to have normal people saying some normal stuff up here. I mean, Jack's always.
so why are
given us
you
our
here?
time.
Why are you here?
Why-
You're not even close to being normal. You said that yourself, right?
Because Jack's a genuine person. When did that start, everyone? It's
No,
been
but
that way.
let's talk about. I mean, how
Okay,
about
let's
you
talk.
being normal? How about you trying to act normal? Even try. Just try.
So if I was acting normal, I would count how many seconds you talk on average.
Okay. So
How
what
about-
does that make you, a nerd?
How about rather than act, how about be present? Okay, be present with peace. I asked you earlier, you've got a look in your face that you're not quite here, to be honest. Okay. And someone pointed out, it may appear that people are ganging up on Duck, but I don't feel that's the case.
I think it is the case. I think people are ganging
know.
up on him.
I know.
I don't think
And
does-
he can't
does
help
Duck-
his looks.
I
The
didn't
look in
ask
his
you.
eye.
Stephen, I didn't ask
does
you.
Duck
Okay,
Does
please.
Duck feel ganged up upon? Are you feeling ganged up upon, Duck?
Not right now.
Yeah. You know, maybe.
I feel a lot of
Sorry.
physical stress. I have a high level of physical stress, Bex.
Well, that's
Yeah,
your choice.
I understand that.
You don't have to. I mean,
Do you think
here's
there's
the
a way we could?
holy shit.
Go ahead, please, Jack.
No,
please.
go ahead.
No, I was just asking, is there a way we could steer the conversation perhaps towards like trying to, about authenticity, about reconciliation, authenticity, how the experiences we've had with each other, what we've grown from and how we perceive each other. Perhaps there's been a lot of history with the people here on panel getting along and not getting along. And, I don't
love
know. It's
you
just, I'm
all.
not trying to take over the show by any means. I just thought since people were accusing people of being inauthentic and people were on the defense, it might be something we could have a conversation about. Jack, you do tend to be a very forgiving person. I've always said that about you. You're very magnanimous. You give people second chances. You don't go around the internet and sock accounts, and you don't go around messing with people or instigating things or inserting yourself in things,
He might.
And,
He might do that.
Stephen,
I
what
mean,
evidence causes you to say that, Stephen?
Well, you did come over to my channel one time trolling. During one of my premieres, you were insulting my mods, and I wasn't there. And then I arrived 15 minutes later, and
Are
I
you
saw your
sure
comments.
It was me and not.
I saw your comments. I don't know for sure.
Right. So you might want to check yourself, Stephen.
It could have been you using a sock
sure
account.
You didn't ask me. See, you convict me and others without asking questions.
You convict me all the time, Jack.
Stephen, I'm really bored with you.
I'm bored with you too, psycho.
And go away, dude. You're a fucking piece of.
Oh, thank you, Jack.
You don't get it. You're not worth my time either. It's
Well, he
like
gets it. He gets it.
He's
a very good troll.
Wicked. He's got a wicked and evil heart.
Yeah.
He puts on this fake light, just like, as I was saying, our politicians, Pete Hegseth, that Mike Johnson, Stephen, the fairy tale. They're all telling fucking fantasy. They're all telling fairy tales where they're the king and they're the hero. It's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, goes with the name, right?
Hey, we've got Kenny in the back again.
Oh, is he gonna read another AI script that he just prompted?
Sorry.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Is he gonna read another AI script that he just prompted?
Well, that's the thing. This is getting to be nonsense too. I mean, he comes here. I show graciousness. I'm forgiving. I'm accepting. I'm inviting and welcoming. And he literally comes here to bet against me, insulting me, and then wants to do it again. He takes off.
Here we are, Bex and I and you trying to have a good conversation. But I mean, if you let these characters, I'm not telling you how to run your show, but I'm a bit
You're right.
I'm a bit disgusted with these characters, that.
Yes. Hey, Voy, and great point. By the way, I'm subscribed to your channel, but I tried tagging you and the other guests, and for whatever reason, Voy, I can't ever tag you in the.
Yeah, that's YouTube these days, man.
I'll tell you, people can turn on and off their @ mentions. So Voy has his @ mentions turned off. It's in the privacy settings. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why that happens.
Yeah. Thank you, Bex. See, you too.
You're welcome.
And you know what? We can have great conversations. Walking with God. Go ahead, Bex.
No, I agree. No, please do lead, Jack. Yeah. You know me, I can talk a lot. So walking with God, please go on.
Well, it's really walking with love. That's the whole point. The two go together. Welcome back, Kenny.
In the psychological ecosystem of a communal narcissist, this highly active commentator plays a critical role. While clinical psychology refers to individuals who
What are
act
you
on
doing?
behalf of a
Hold on,
narcissist
hold on.
as flying monkeys in the
Please.
digital.
I'm muting you. Kenny. You got to stop and explain yourself now. Okay, you've worn it out. I offer respect. You've worn it out. What is your intention right now? Please be clear.
To bring light into a room of darkness. That you
You're
can walk
finding-
into a dark room and strike a match and light it up,
Sure.
but you cannot do the opposite.
Okay. And you're finding
Evil
darkness.
moves in the darkness, so when you shine a torch
Kenny?
into the darkness, you
Uh-huh.
expose it, and that's what I'm doing.
You
So I'm
think you're
talking about your flying
exposing-
monkeys in the comments.
Can
I
you
know,
extinguish a
but-
match? Can you extinguish a
Right.
match? Here, Allah Akbar, you cannot extinguish, Salam Alaikum, you cannot extinguish a match by using the dark.
I didn't even see that from the chat, but yeah, Kenny, come on, dude. Find a better purpose. I mean, what he's saying is here that amongst us, we are the ones in the dark. And apparently, if you support Jack Talcott, well, then you are clearly mistaken, right? That's what some of these fools want to think. And this
And
is where
that's-
I'm saying they're betting against me. Keep betting, Kenny. Keep
Yeah, that's
creating
why we need
evidence.
Kenny in the middle of us, right? Yeah, he's so forgiving to bring his light into our darkness. Yeah, yeah. I think we should be thankful to Kenny, for being here, and thankful that he's gone too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yolanda made a great point, saying we can get as familiar with conflict and as we can with comfort, something like that. She said our brains can become attached to familiar conflicts just as easily as familiar comforts. And I would definitely say that some of us are reenacting with people online ongoing traumas, whether they were started online or that was what we knew to be familiar in the past. And,
Trauma bonding, right?
yeah, and I would say that in some of these cases, it's interesting that I'm not here to defend Stephen, for instance, but I would say it's very interesting that on YouTube, people can look at one of the loudest, most incessant people with their messages and then say, "Oh, I'm not as bad as him." No, I would say, Stephen can be, what's the word I'm thinking of? He can go on and on and on about the same things, but
verbose.
Yeah, his behavior is not as predatorial as many of these people online, and they love to look at him and say, "Oh, I'm not as bad as him." No, you're not as loud, you're not as incessant, but many people out here, there's many people that I've seen out here that have been and behaved in ways way worse. And again, I'm picking my words carefully. Sorry if I'm stumbling over them. This will probably be reviewed by him. But what I'm trying to say is that, he's been subjected to the same behavior he puts people through. And especially early on this platform, when he was talking about his model, regardless of how deep or not deep people think it is, in the communities he was in, he was treated the same way that he turns around and treats people. And that's some way that, that's something that I think we could all talk about, like this is fun and it can be fun and it's the internet and all these things. But ultimately, if you're acting up your character to play a part on the internet, and that character that you're expressing is not actually a version of yourself, but it's a response to what's going on the internet, then,
Next.
I personally, I'd check oneself, So yes, please go ahead, Moose. I can go on and on. Thank you, friends.
Yeah.
I'll mute up.
I just I want you to know Jack is definitely wanting to switch it up, but I want to say that what I think you're talking about is like the projection that goes on here, and then like the acting and stuff. And I think that's like something that we as people have to accept. Like this is a place where people actually, play characters and
Act up.
different aspects of themselves and whatever, and we can't control what they do. We can only control what we do around them and how Jack controls his panel and stuff. But I just wanted to say I got to go tonight. I just want to say, Jack, thank you for everything you do, and I appreciate and love you, brother. Peace.
Appreciate you most. Thank you for swinging through. Denizen,
So,
how are you,
I mean,
brother?
so the only way to control it. Oh, sorry, Jack, you wanted to speak. Sorry.
Jack, nobody loves you as much as I do. Screw that guy, Jack. That guy, Jack, he's an actor. Remember he said he was acting like a man. He was really transitioning, Jack?
No, please. Thank you. I was going to welcome Denizen, too. Welcome back, Imperious. Denizen,
Oh,
how you
yes,
doing today,
please,
brother?
Dennison. Yeah, please.
Are you there? If so, you're muted, brother. When it's time, he'll be in.
I appreciate, in the interim, I just want to say, I appreciate Moose tying that all in for us, Jack. I apologize. I'm on a phone, and sometimes the pictures I see are so small, it's hard to read the body language, but I'll work better on it and, have my screen maximized. I'd like to watch the chat in a split screen, so it makes you really small. So thank
turn
you.
your microphone on.
There you are. Welcome, Denizen. How you doing, brother?
I am well. How are you, my friends?
Feeling blessed. It's been a number of characters swinging through again today. How about you? What's up?
I've been working on a AI model project all day. This is my first break. I've been unplugged. I'm not aware what the topic is or what you guys have been talking about. Have you? Did you open up the panel today to? You lowered the what is it? The drawbridge to cross the moat. Was it today?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're discussing how Moose is a homosexual trans.
No. He's another one of us who's on his path of growth, and that's all I think he was pointing at. He's transitioning from the man he used to be into a greater version of who he's becoming. I'm pretty sure that's
As a woman.
No, not as a woman, as a greater man. Yes, the drawbridge was lowered, and we brought in all sorts of amazing and fascinating human beings once again today.
And a lot of AI too.
Jack, can we get into Josh's psyche? We got to understand why he has such aggression towards you when all you're preaching is love, Jack. Like, I don't understand why Josh is so angry.
Josh?
The Iric guy, Josh from.
Well, he just answered your own question. He hates love.
He does. It's sad. Jack is love, and why would you hate Jack? He's such a nice heart. Look at that.
Josh will be pretty direct about the fact that he endorses hate and destruction. I think that's his bag.
Oh, well, that's simple to address. It reveals his ignorance.
It reveals his fear, Jack. Only people that are afraid want that stuff, right, Jack?
Yep, exactly.
With Jack, there's nothing to fear.
Nothing. No, it's with God. With God, there's nothing to fear. And that's actually what the topic was about today. Wrapping your head around the ideas of walking with God. And it's really walking with love. Whether it's a deep and powerful love or it's just a neutral love.
See, the irony, Jack, is what Josh is saying. Look at Jack. Like, this is the irony.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to have this conversation.
What
is the irony? Jack portray himself to be, Josh?
Yeah,
Please
Jack
tell
portrays himself as a guy who loves love. He's not sitting there saying he's the greatest, perfect person ever and has never done anything wrong. Jack's never said, dude, Jack talks about he's made mistakes. Like earlier in the stream today, Jack was like, women and drugs. That was the old me. I remember. So Jack has made mistakes. Like, and that's the thing. Everyone thinks Jack's like an egomaniac like me. No, Jack actually admits he's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, Jack is a kind-hearted man, and I think that's the thing that Josh is so angry about, that even through all the hardships that Jack has been through, he still has a positive attitude. A lot of people don't like that, Jack. I mean, he's bunking up with Queer State.
But Jack, he's bunking up with Queer State. In the chat.
Yeah.
Why can't you inform us, Josh?
Yeah, Josh, inform us why you hate Jack so much when he's such a loving man.
Well,
You know?
he insists it needs to be done in a place where he can speak freely without me modding him, and Dusty will probably be a good defense for him. Pantheon, you've been trying. I think you were. If the ideas are still there.
Yeah, I was going to say if you'd permit me a minute, I'd also use this as like a little farewell thing, because what I'll do is my wife's a little nervous about the women only thing, and she's saying, "Can I help?" I was like, "Oh, I'll come and speak to you in a minute. I'm future Jack will be coming to an end soon anyway." So yeah, it's just that thanks for letting me be part of tonight, guys. Just listen to all, hearing about everybody's issues with reality and things like that. It's really interesting. Look forward to in the future working with individuals like Jack, myself, from a different angle, and supporting him going forward. But until then, I've got things myself to work on, and Jack's helping us with. Thank you again for that, Jack. And yeah, just look forward to seeing you all again next time on the show. I'm going to stay in the chat and support from there. And that's it. And one thing for you, Jack. I'm hoping next Monday yourself may either put a short or earlier show on and take the time to cut off and come over and watch the audience with, to maybe learn a little bit more about my background and what my actual mission is. And you can see it from a nice controlled talk with DNW for a bit, and then join the panel to ask any relevant questions, because I'll be there all evening answering questions about the pending apocalypse and the Gnostic Four Horsemen. That's all for next Monday, and I hope you're there, Jack. I really do, because I really appreciate your take on it, because we can see where we do align from all the times we found out where we don't. So thank you all. Appreciate you allowing us to stick around, even though I don't have much to offer. And anybody got any questions, ask now before I bid you all farewell.
Thank you for joining, brother. Feel free.
Jack, all I need to know, if anyone over at Queer States messes with you, Jack, just let me know, Jack, and we'll bring down the force of God on them, Jack. The hand of God on them.
It doesn't make sense to me, Imperius. Like, he's saying he has a
I don't know why,
but he's already talking.
But it's not going to be a Q&A. Yeah, he's going to be like, I know what Jack is, and why are you like this, Jack? And this doesn't make sense when you say that. Instead of just discussing and showing that Jack just wants love. Jack wants peace, love, prosperity for every person, man, woman, child, trans. You know what I mean? Like he wants, even people like Josh, angry Asians like Josh. He even has love in his heart for them.
Yeah. Even Stephanie, Queen Stephanie, I got love for him, and even Chuck in Tennessee. And Chuck in Tennessee has been another
even Chucky boy. Even Chucky boy. I think if anyone, you can bring Chucky boy back into the fold. You can bring Chucky back into the fold. I think Chuck wants you and loves you, but he doesn't know how to. He is. Yeah. He just doesn't know how to put aside his pride and just say, "Jack, I want you back." That's all. You know.
I think that's true, actually.
I want you back. Remember that Meatloaf song, Jack? Was that Meatloaf? I would do anything for Jack, but I won't do that.
No.
That's Meatloaf.
No. It's all God. That's the way it is with God. God's right there, so close, waiting for people just to turn to know. It's right there. Everything. It's a fucking crazy trip, man. This life, the way it unfolds moment by moment, just one thing happens, then another thing happens. And then next thing you know, we've literally got, guys, this is seriously happened. We got like cartoon characters. These guys are real life, but they behave like insane cartoon characters. What are we doing?
I like that image you got there. Did you make that, or did Moose make that?
No, my friend, my support shared this with me through AI, of course, but there's a lot of good
I got
stuff.
clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with Jack. Sorry.
Man, that's a good one. It's got everybody in there.
Well, I do want to make this happen too.
That's
Get over his shoulder. He's signing that peace deal once and for all. And then after we do the signing, then he and I, we can wander down the streets and we can talk about shit that used to be, and more importantly, the way it's going to be with God. Guys, it's so simple and obvious, really. This goal that I think is real, it seems the world's solution. If the truth is freely shared, right? We share knowledge and we share the best things. It's God's love will be known. We won't be fighting over religions.
Well,
or
we do share a lot, but the best things like Jack, I don't want to share women. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean, Jack? I'm just saying,
It's their choice. It's their choice. They get to choose what they do. And if they want to share, they get to be with them. But I don't know. You know what? Let me not want. That's all speculation and imagination anyway, for me. Well, this is the thing. I actually believe that if we have more, if we right side this world so it's not so unfair and working against the freedom and the health of people, we can transform everything. And as people start learning more and feeling better and they're more supported, well, the neighborhoods are safer. More stuff gets done. There's better employees at work. There's better customers moving, right? It's all better and it's all waiting for us. And actually the answers have always been there. It's just a matter of timing. And I don't know what we get to choose and what we don't, but the time to choose to improve, the time to choose to grow in relationship with God, it's probably overdue because it's love. Love is a reward, man. So if this life is real, then guys, we're so close. The whole world is so close to an incredible breakthrough. And yet at the same time, man, shit is getting crazy. But it can't continue the way that it's been going, right? The old is really a path of destruction. That's what greed and selfishness will bring. It'll bring self-destruction. And right now, the beast is feeling pretty comfortable and confident. The beasts of rule and sabotage.
the beasts like Josh, the beasts of consumption and greed, Jack.
Josh he's not in that category, but he's certainly a consumer and one who's sharing some negativity my way. But he'll come around. He'll come around. The thing is,
Josh will find the love that Jack is here. Yeah, Josh will find the love that's with Jack.
Yeah, he will. It's just like it says in the Bible, right? The wisdom, first it's mocked, it's rejected, then people get angry at it, and then they finally accept it. And once I'm accepted, dude, I really do. It's just like God. God's the best friend, right?
Like you said, Jack, first you get in your mind, then you get into their heart, and then finally you get into their spirit, Jack. You're like the wind. You get inside them sneakily, you know?
Yeah.
You invade their crevices and their canals.
And this is it. It's going to be so perfect, especially if he thinks he's a beast. Dude, love transforms.
Jack's a beast tamer.
Transforms. Yep.
Jack's
Josh,
a beast master. The beast master, Jack. Beastmaster Jack.
Look at this foolishness. No thanks. I don't trust hippies to be loyal to anything, but you trust beasts to be right? I mean, how
He
foolish
trusts
can
drug
you
dealers,
be?
Jack. He trusts drug dealers and not you. This is what discernment, Jack. People don't have discernment anymore. They trust drug dealers and hypocrites and pornographers, but they don't trust Jack.
Well, this is the world we've got. People don't know the truth.
I know the truth, Jack. It's with you, Jack. It's with us. We're the truth, Jack.
Well, the reality is when you are honest and you're standing in the truth, you are with God. That's the greatest
10 toes
strength.
down, Jack. We're standing 10 toes down, Jack.
Well, this is biblical too. And I'm telling you guys, these ideas, it is in a way, it's fulfillment of the scripture, of the prophecies. It's just a human participation in God revealing the truth. We demand it. We insist upon it. We choose to end the secrets and the lies so that the truth is disclosed. There's some corruption and some evil and sick, twisted people that we need to figure out how to deal with them compassionately and restore justice, right?
Well, Jack, I think I found out what's wrong with Josh, Jack. I think it's that Flow State's his dealer and he's trying to get free, narcotics from him by ragging on you and trying to promote him. You know what I mean, Jack? Like, it's a sick world, Jack. I mean, you're coming here with good faith, trying to profess love, and he's coming with aggression just to get smack, Jack. Smack. I rhymed, Jack. I didn't even mean to. That Josh kid is trying to get some smack, Jack.
Hey, the truth has some poetry. It's a beautiful thing to find. And along those lines, enablers enable. Enablers, who did it? Enablers enable enablers. And that way they find their life. Am I back? I think I disappeared.
You stalled for a second, but you're back, Jack.
That's all right. Need your guidance in real time. How do I stay present with love when bitch boys be bitch boying? That's what I'm talking about. We got a lot of bitch boys,
We got a lot of bussies in this chat, Jack. We got a lot of bussies. You know what I mean? A lot of bussies.
What that is an opportunity for good men to lead others into greater, right? A bad man is just a job for a good man. I want to be a good man, so my job is to lead those who are bad into goodness. Someone did that with me.
Jack, I think that Josh wants to butter your bread. That's what I think the issue is here. I think he's really attracted to you, Jack. I mean, no one has this much anger if there's not some kind of attraction or love there. It's like the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And he loves you, Jack, because he's still getting all passionate about you. You know?
Yeah, it's a pattern of my past, though. I do trigger emotions, but a lot of the people who hated me the most, we became best friends. Really,
Jack. Look at Dr. D Head's comment. Look at what he said, Jack. Do you agree with that? I agree with that. I agree with that. Josh wants Jack inside. I agree with that.
Well, the fact is, I already am. I am deep inside.
Oh, you already got in there. Oh, Jack, you already broke through, Jack. Jack already breakthrough. Jack had the breakthrough. Jack, how did it feel to be Jack? I mean, well, you're not the first man. Did it feel good to know that you own Flow now, physically, mentally, spiritually?
I don't own Flo. Flo's still his man, but this Josh guy, yeah.
But you definitely love, and that's kind of what really happened.
I'm losing signal. I think I might be losing steam. Should we start wrapping it up, or should we keep going? I'm good. Actually,
wrap it up, Jack. Let's wrap it up like Flow State's boyfriend doesn't wrap it up. We got to wrap it up. We practice safe sex here, Jack. We don't need any diseases being spread with needles like Flow State, passing on needles to each other. We're safe here. Everyone but Mariah is not diseased, but she is. I need, Jack, what we really need to do here is, Denizen, you need to talk to RLM and let her know that, there's problems. She's got problems. She needs to lose some weight. Got to get her involved in some type of Jenny Craig, maybe, and to lower the salt intake. But other than that, she's doing all right. Jack, I just want to say I love you. It's always a pleasure to be here. Always. The chat, once again, a bunch of disgusting, degenerate pigs. And, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Jack.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Imperious. Glad you swung through. Denizen, what are you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling like I came too late.
A little bit. It's been an
Pause.
interesting day. I'm glad you showed up, though. Anything new or old with you?
Just the same old, same old. I've been trying to access the divine and, find peace of mind, quiet, humility, and patience and tolerance for really, really stupid, obnoxious jerks on the internet.
Okay. Yeah, I can relate to that, dude. Hey, earlier today, I tried to point at some ideas about going to God. There's a subtle path that I know it can be understood, but it's just almost inviting a connection to escape the world that you're living in, right? But it's not escape, it's accepting everything as it is, and then just spending time outside of that. And I talked earlier today about my time spent in prayer and doing just what I'm saying, right? Seeking to tune my body into the field of information, into the field of higher knowledge, and see what kind of observations and ideas I can bring back into my being. And so there's that method of meditation for me, and then there's also just allowing myself to really surrender into the deep appreciation, and I just stack on stack, what can I find to appreciate one after another, right? And just I can turn myself into a real sobbing mess real quick with just thoughts.
I think a lot of things keep pointing back to meditation, so
That
maybe
stillness.
I'll try that. Do you have any resources where that's concerned? Like a YouTube link, a method that you prefer, or something like that?
I found a number of them. There's a whole bunch of different ideas and guided meditations that I found. But what I just did is I found what I like, and I kind of incorporate my own thing. But I can certainly let me give it a little bit of thought, and I'll see if I can direct something your way. The other part, though, too, is don't overcomplicate it, right? The real purpose of that intentional peace is just that. Intend for peace and for you to feel peace, but know that in that peace and in that stillness, when we've released everything away, that's where you get a different perspective on everything, right? Once there's space between you and the emotional burden or attachment.
I find it's difficult for me to do without nature. And I'm kind of cut off from nature right now.
Okay. That can make it more challenging, but recognize there's nature everywhere, right? And even in your mind, it's more challenging for sure. And I've not been real good at recreating the space of nature in there, but I know that it is a way. But certainly hopefully you can put your bare feet on the ground. Even if it's concrete, it's still ground.
Yeah, I suppose if I do it at night, because it's 115 degrees outside right now
Ooh,
where I'm
ooh. Okay, so yeah, nature is a little more challenging than that temperature. Yeah, breathing techniques, energy frequencies. The goal of it, yeah, and these somatic meditations make you feel alive and
at.
embody
Somatic.
a sense of divinity. Um, the whole
I don't
point
know if
of
I'm
it,
familiar with that.
I'll see if I can get you one. We'll forward something over there. We hurt the ones we love when we don't heal ourselves. It's a bitter but true part of our design. If we don't find a way to love ourselves, we'll hurt the ones we love, which includes ourselves. We cause the most damage to ourselves when we hurt the ones we love. And we don't even know what we're doing. It's just hurt being shared with hurt. And that's the path I want to help bring interruptions and healing. The goal is to get to know your the highest state of your being. Okay, so if you figure out what that would mean, the state of your being might be an elevated perspective. It also might be a higher vibration, a feeling of really just immense bliss and
Well,
love.
I mean, I hate to sound like a cliche or a broken record, but I think it's a lack of fear. And the only time I've ever been able to truly feel that is when technically I was kind of dead at the time. uh,
Are you
and I've never.
disconnected? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Are you disconnected from feeling? Is there a numbness with you?
I've experienced that before. I don't think I am now.
Okay. All right. But you
I
know what I'm
think
talking about. Good.
yeah, I think I'm like righteously in my anger and discontent right now.
Okay.
And just because I'm kind of a calm, chill person, it's not like, at the forefront. But I think that like if I were to start to meditate, then those thoughts would become even more apparent because they're right there underneath the surface.
Okay. But beyond those is what? Freedom.
Yeah, I don't know, like the complete utter lack of fear. It's hard to accept because I'm afraid of dying. But
Ooh.
I suppose if I could get all the way up until that point, then maybe that would be enough. So when I had like a near death experience during that time, then I really had no fear, and then it felt like acceptance was like the only emotion I could feel, and that was like overwhelmingly positive.
I may not have caught what you said completely, but I think I got. So you got a taste of experience to know, right? I don't know if you saw Trexie's comment. Wendy Jones. I trust Trexie. She does many of these too. Beautiful guided meditations. These, I think you already know peace inside, because if you're not that numbness, but you've got a separation and you've got a confidence, but there's still some lingering anger. Is that what it is? Righteous anger, I heard.
I don't know if it's lingering. It's almost like I have a renewed anger.
Okay. Because it's
It's
continuing. You still know.
Yeah, it's like I embraced a level of acceptance, right? and let go of a lot of anger. And then so I emerged myself into society more, and now my anger is renewed because these people are worse than I remembered, right? Like,
It's time, Denizen. It's time. It's time for our world to change, for good men to embrace what is righteous, and we unite together past our disagreements, and we confront the corruption peacefully.
some wise men would tell me to be angry too, right? Like, I lean towards forgiveness and acceptance because I feel better that way. Like, and I
Yes.
know that, like, if I'm angry at you now, tomorrow I'm not gonna care. And
Beautiful.
you know, when I look back at it, like, there isn't even anything to forgive except myself for being angry with you to begin with.
Yep.
But in the moment, the anger feels justified, and there's a logic
Sure.
to it as well. Like, these people are assholes. They don't deserve, they deserve the anger. They deserve to be either combated in a like a moral way, or defeated. Like, there's a rationale behind not turning the other cheek to your enemy. There really is.
Well, yes, and okay. I think the best way to confront an enemy is to unite together with the purpose of peace. Because truly, if the purpose is peace and resolve of the conflicts, then that's what the witnesses can be for. And actually, this is going to happen. Denizen, let's continue this later, please. You okay?
Yes, sir.
We're good? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's
Yeah.
continue later. I got another guest who showed up late. It's been a while since I've seen him though, and I want to give him a moment, and then I'm going to get out of here. Okay?
Understood. Thank you.
All right. Much love to you, my brother, and a returning guest. It's been a while. Welcome back, Elhim. How have you been?
I've been well, sir. How about yourself?
Truly, truly blessed.
The beard is looking strong, sir. No, I was listening to that guy's comments, and it's like a very sophomoric understanding of the human spirit. What was his name? Denizen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get what we don't practice acceptance of things, and we don't turn the other cheek to be meek and timid. We do it so that we're no longer controlled by the aggression, the emotion, and the intoxication of rage and lust and envy, and all those terrible. So when you said yes, and I wanted to hop up and expound it, because he was halfway there. Like, that's the funny part, is he's not as close as he thinks he is, but he's closer than he is far away. And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. Do you know who Emily Kubler-Ross is, by any chance?
I may have heard the name, but I'm not certain. Please.
She's the author of the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression. There's a reason acceptance is on the other side of anything that causes someone grief. You have to go through turmoil before you can get to acceptance. So, and all acceptance means is to know something to be true. If you, God forbid, someone has stage 4 cancer, it's like you have to accept. You can't live it. You can't be an ostrich with your head in the sand. And I get a little flustered when I hear people like circling the truth, like they're circling, they're flying low, but they can't quite land the plane.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are real close to incredible breakthroughs. There's a lot of people, they've been studying and learning, and they've been told a lot of answers. They got the head knowledge, but they're not sure how to embody it. And it's due to the resistance. That's what prevents us from acceptance, is our resistance and denial. Choice to pretend we didn't hear, we didn't see. Or more often, the choice to pretend they were wrong, not even consider what was heard.
We're also going to give a quick shout out in chat to to Traditional Rose. That's an old friend of mine. She knows who I am. So she's down there in the chat saying my voice is for you. Know who I am, lady. Good to see you. Hope all is well.
She's an amazing supporter for sure. Hey, I had actually announced I was shutting down, but I saw it, and it's been a while. Anything new you want to bring? Anything new you want to
No,
offer?
just whenever I hear people confuse like acceptance with timidity, I get frustrated. It's like this misplaced like wannabe masculinity that's like, oh, there's something about not turning this. You can be meek and still not be a doormat. You know, it's one of my favorite things. Anytime somebody was close to, like, I used to bounce at nightclubs and stuff. I never raised my voice. Like, if someone's like, "Oh, I'm going to do that," I'm like, "Oh, I wish you the best of luck with that, sir." Like when someone said, "Oh, I'm going to punch you in the face," I said, "I'm sorry you feel that way." And then you'd be amazed how people typically just kind of shrink. And I don't know, maybe it's lack of fathers in the home, maybe it's lack of faith. I don't know where everybody gets so lost. But yeah, if you lose your job, you got to accept that before you can really put your best foot forward to get a new one. If your marriage is in the shitter, you know, you've got to accept that before you can take any positive, constructive action in the, you know, in any sort of direction. And I hear a lot of people, you know, they live life on a hamster wheel.
Okay, so you made those assumptions about the guy you heard?
No. It was his. No, I don't think he has any problems with his wife. I just when I hear people, they get frustrated when they're circling like what true acceptance to things. The guy was very close, but you know, not quite there. You know, it wasn't a gimme putt. You know, the guy was about 13 feet outside the pin, so we're gonna make him roll in the flat stick. But and it's just the so many loud voices and so many misinterpretations. People misinterpret what the word meek means. You know, meek does not mean timid. Meek does not mean weak. Meek does not mean soft. It doesn't mean cowardly. It doesn't mean meek. Doesn't even mean nonviolent. You know, people misinterpret what the word humility means. Everybody wants to have their own spin to make a word fit their own narrative. And when I hear, because the funny thing is that guy internally already knows what the truth is. You know, it's not a matter of addition with him. It's a matter of just removing a little bit of the ambient noise. Would you agree?
You said an awful lot, so no, I'm not going to agree with the totality of everything you said. I think you're jumping to assumptions, and you're certainly assuming to know so much just from a little bit. But thank you. I mean, generically, many of the things you're saying are true, but I'm not sure. I don't know what to do with what you're saying. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just when he had said that there's something counterproductive or counterintuitive, I forget the way he phrased it, but he said against turning the other cheek. None of this is against him. It was like as a person, just maybe his understanding or the last 5 minutes of his talking. I like to poke holes in an argument. I like to play devil's advocate, and I like to go deeper on things than most people do. That's normally where true growth happens. You know, past the superficiality of things, and I hear a lot of guys they get frustrated because internally we do know that you have to accept things for anything to get better, but subconsciously, like, we don't want to accept things. You know, we ignore that grandma's got stage 4 cancer. We ignore that the house, and not you or me or him, just the collective we. A lot of people will live in willful ignorance rather than to try to practice radical acceptance of things. That's what I was asking. Do you agree?
A lot of people do a lot of things. I'm not trying to talk about them. I'm not sure why you're referencing in them. What's the point? Why are you asking? For confirmation?
No, just like empirical observation. Like, I see a lot of people will live in a willful ignorance rather than practice radical acceptance. And I think without some sort of a backbone on faith, like, radical acceptance is it's hard to accept that grandma's on the way out unless you believe that there's something out there that's going to be better. Radical acceptance is something very hard for a
Okay.
secular world to practice.
Okay. I'm not sure why you're saying that. Is that hard for you? You got some radical acceptance to do? I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh no,
I
just
mean, Denizen left a while ago. I was kind of wrapping up.
oh well. I could tell. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frustrate you on your panel. There's. I just when I caught the tail end of what he was saying.
I know. You told me that a few times, but you're totally missing out on what I'm doing again, dude. I mean, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing what you brought. I don't know. Thank you.
All right. Cheers, pal.
All right. Much love to you, brother. And if it wasn't so late, I'd certainly want to explore some more. But Craig, welcome back. I was getting ready to shut down. Do you want to talk after I'm done, by chance? Are you there, brother?
You get more flexible, man. Hello, Jack. You all right?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
I'm back. Sorry, I had a call from my son, so I was like, I might as well talk to him. So, how you doing?
Good. I was getting ready to wrap up.
Oh no, carry on. I'll talk to you behind the scenes.
Okay. Beautiful. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Brothers and sisters, to all of you tuning in an hour later, I want to thank you sincerely to everyone who's a part of this. I'm just going to rehash some of the beginning stuff, but I tell you what, if you tune in late and you miss the beginning, check them out. You know, I usually come in with all sorts of love and just fresh inspirations and all sorts of stuff that I want to get out. And that's where I thought. I started out, my path is to live and praise God with love. I invite all of you to join me in know for yourself that God has given you everything. Everything you have needed has been there. Had that not been true, you would not be. It's the truth for me. I'm sure it's the truth for you. Everything you need. It's going to be found. If it's not there right now, it's going to be found with you and through you. So let love be one of the first things you look for, right? To make sure that it's with you. Because as long as you've got your love, which is God's love, as long as you're walking with love and peace, your mind opens up. You're not as stressed. You're not as worried. You're not, hiding in the corner or pulling the covers over your bed. You're outside living your life like you're here to live. You're here to live and grow, baby. And you give your life to God, and it might turn into a wild adventure. And that wild adventure might bring a lot of joy and pleasure. I know mine has. I'm still waiting for the, physical rewards to manifest and the doors of blessings and connections to open wide open. They're happening. They're coming. And brothers and sisters, if by chance you are one of these people who thinks like me that it's time to bring peace and reforms into the entire world, well, do what you can. Believe that we can, first of all, that it's important to set the truth free, that we become honest with one another, walking with the truth that we all can see. And the truth is, well, God is with us, whether you can see that or not. But the truth is, the truth sets you free. There's a power in it. It's given by God. Respect the wisdom that you can tune your mind into. Because when this world shares truth freely, the world altogether, unified together, we will be celebrating God's love. Won't that be beautiful? It's what I hope for us all. I'm going to wrap it up today. We covered a lot of things, so I hope you had fun whenever you tuned in, and I hope you return again. I do have a set to forward over to our friend DNW's channel, Finding Gnosis, where it is Women Only Wednesday. They started a while ago, though, so please share your love if you go that way. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone. Walk with faith and live without fear. Thank you again, and God bless. Peace.